The PlayStation Store is running its hidden gem sales right now, and there are north of 700 game deals as a part of that sale. I've sniffed through all of them, and I dug up 10 games under the price of $5. Now, these are lower key titles, hence the name Hidden Gems. So don't expect a lot of barn burners, but all of these are quality titles, and they are all under $5, so super cheap. Now, we're only looking at under $5 titles from the Hidden Gem sale. I don't want to muddy the waters because there's like 2 other sales going on right now, and yes, both those sales have games under $5, but both those sales are also ending at different times, so just gonna keep it simple, keep it to the Hidden Gem sale, which is ending on September 10th, so you'll want to jump on these ASAP. Without further ado, I want to get through these games relatively quickly, so let's get right into it. Starting things off, we have Banner Saga 1, which is 80% off for $4.99. There is a Banner Saga 2 and a 3. All 3 games, if you were to pick them up separately, would be $20. They have a Banner Saga Trilogy with all 3 for $17.49. If we're sticking to that under $5 threshold, Banner Saga 1 is a great pickup, and obviously you'll want to play these games sequentially. The game just has every aspect and tool that a quality RPG needs. A great setting with a Viking theme setting, great art style, great turn-based strategy-based gameplay, and then you got a great story to round it out. I just thought it was a great game, and I'm surprised that it wasn't more popular. Obviously, it had a little bit of popularity because it did stem 2 follow-up titles, but these are a trio of great games, and Banner Saga 1 set a really nice tone for the rest of the series, so definitely give that a look for $5. I think it's a great buy. Next up, we have one of the more popular indie franchise, and that is Trine Enchanted Edition, $374. This is Trine 1, and it's a pretty solid game. Action, platforming, puzzles in there as well. Origin story for the 3 heroes, Amadeus the Wizard, Pontius the Knight, and Zoya the Thief, each with their own skills and unique abilities. Give this one a look. It's one of the more popular games that have been a downloadable title that have come out. I believe they've released it physically as well, but you get the idea. For $3.74, think this is a great pickup, so check that one out. Next up, we have Silver Case. Silver Case is a remastered PlayStation 4 version of Suda51's classic visual novel. Yes, Suda51, pretty known these days. He does some pretty zany, off-the-wall titles in, you know, No More Heroes. You had Shadow of the Dam, some pretty funky games, and Silver Case definitely has that aspect to it as well. More of a mature tone to it, however. Very trippy in its own right. $4.99, I think, is a great pickup. Don't expect a perfect VN here, and also do keep in mind it's a little bit of a dated experience, but I wanted to give this one a shout as it's one of those games that really does get lost in the shuffle. I mean, on the PlayStation Store page, there's only 65 ratings for the game, to contrast it to Banner Saga and Trine. Banner Saga has 1,634, while Trine has 1,475. So quite a bit below on the rung as far as that's concerned, but a pretty cool title, and I would give that a look. Next up, we have the PS2 title and Parappa the Rapper 4. Parappa the Rapper 4, Parappa the Rapper 2, PS4 title, and Parappa the Rapper 2. There we go, getting a little muddled there. $4.99 for this one, 50% off. Obviously, Parappa the Rapper, a very iconic franchise, and you can play it as a PS2 and PS4 game. Obviously, it's not like a complete rebuilding of Parappa the Rapper 2. The visuals are a little bit dated, but it has been up-rendered to 1080p, and you got trophies in there as well, so that's pretty cool. And for $5, I thought it was a good shout, so I wanted to make mention of that. Next up, we have one of my favorite co-op games, and that is Magicka 2. It is 70% off for $4.49. Magicka 1 and 2. I spent more time with Magicka 1, but Magicka 2 is great as well. This is a game that you could just sit down with a couple of friends and have an absolute blast with. You guys can just blast each other, and it's just a ton of fun to play. And yes, it could cause a couple of arguments here and there because of friendly fire and things of that nature, but it is so over the top and so much fun that I want to give this an absolute mention. I thought Paradox did a good job with this one. And for $4.49, you know, convince a couple of buddies to pick it up, as it is best played with a couple of friends. But if you want to play it solo, I mean, you can still have fun with it as that game. I just think it's accentuated to the highest level of its quality when you do play with a couple of friends. So definitely check that one out. Another one that gets lost in the shuffle a little bit, although it has a whopping 10,368 ratings, so maybe a little bit off base with that one. Whatever the case may be, next up we have Amnesia the Collection, $4.49. This is an awesome deal. You've got Amnesia the Dark Descent and Amnesia A Machine for Pigs in here. Machine for Pigs ain't that great, but it's still a decent title to play through. Dark Descent is one of the most iconic horror games of all time. This was one of those games that really kind of started a lot of people making YouTube videos and things like that and making Let's Plays. Amnesia the Dark Descent was just a trippy game that was an incredibly engrossing horror title, and horror titles back then, you know, they were going a little bit of the Resident Evil 4 route, a little bit more action-oriented, but Amnesia the Dark Descent really put the emphasis back on the horror, and I thought they did a great job with that. And Frictional Games, of course, working on a new Amnesia. So a lot to get excited about in regards to that, but Amnesia Collection, man, for $4.49, I think that's a great pickup. Alright, next up, Little Nightmares is 80% off for $3.99. Another pretty cool horror title, this one a little bit different. It's a dark, whimsical tale that will confront you with your childhood fears, help Six escape the maw, a vast, mysterious vessel inhabited by corrupted souls looking for their next meal. Bandai Namco were the guys behind this one, and I thought they did a really good job with Little Nightmares. It's $4 right now, which I think is a great pickup. It was received well, and I believe Little Nightmares 2 is in development right now. Don't quote me on that. Yes, Tarsier Studios is doing Little Nightmares 2 right now, so that's very exciting. Hopefully that turns out really well. That'll be coming 2021. But check out the first game. There is a free demo out as well, but hey, it's $4 and I think you're gonna enjoy it quite a bit. Next up, here's a game that a lot of you guys might not be familiar with, Hard Reset Redux. This is 90% off, down to just $2. This is a pretty cool sci-fi first-person shooter that really got lost in the shuffle. I guess we could just judge the popularity of these games based on how many ratings they have. 225 ratings on this one, so obviously a little bit under the radar as well. This is one that I initially played on PC as the base Hard Reset game, and I thought it was really, really good. Now, is it a perfect first-person shooter? No, but I thought mechanically it was a really well-made game, a little bit challenging at times, has a great setting, and a lot of cool action-oriented gameplay elements, so I wanted to give that a mention. This was also done by Flying Wild Hog. I didn't actually even know that. Those guys did Shadow Warrior 2, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, give this a look if you're looking for an interesting first-person shooter and you're not expecting something like, you know, Bioshock Infinite quality level, something that's fun, something that's a little bit interesting, something that, you know, is definitely worth the money. Hard Reset Redux is definitely worth that. Next up, we have Titan Souls. This is 75% off for $3.74. A lot of people will compare this to the Souls games, and I can see the comparison. The bosses are absolutely difficult, and that's what the game is centered around. You have to battle these Titan Souls, so to speak. And the Titan Souls themselves are guarded by the idle Titans, charged with their care, a solitary hero armed with but a single arrow is once again assembling shards of the Titan Soul in a quest for truth and power. And really, how you beat the game is left up to your devices in a sense, because there are multitudes of ways to play the game and beat the game, but it's a very interesting title. Not perfect, but I enjoyed my time with it. $3.74 I think is a good pickup. And lastly, one that I always go to bat for, Guacamelee 2. Guacamelee 2 is a great Metroidvania game, man. It is so over the top where you play as Juan, a luchador, and you're doing like wrestling moves and stuff like that. Yes, it sounds a little bit quirky, a little bit out there, but it is a ton of fun. Guacamelee 1 was a really good game, but Guacamelee 2 was incredible, a significant improvement, exactly what a sequel needs to be. If you want to just tune out and play something that's a little bit charming, a little bit, you know, not too serious, you're going to find a lot of that in Guacamelee 2, and for $4.99, I think it's a great pickup. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, the Hidden Gem sale literally filled with deals. I wanted to keep it under $5, so that would, you know, give us a little bit of a qualifier, and these 10 games I thought all were pretty good, so I wanted to give them a mention. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.